The baby is clinically dead.
The patient is an 8-week-old boy. The baby's mother is unable to watch. Lifeguards must urgently administer manual CPR.
All those rescues that I've done, nearly 6,000 rescues, over 70 resuscitations on these beaches of people that have been clinically dead. It comes down to this one moment.
A distressed man runs to the tower. Something is happening between the flags.
Someone waving middle of the flags.
Chapo and Kalen are half a kilometre away at Southend.
Hard to tell yet, man, but I think they got someone on the back of the skate.
There's someone on with him. Heads on with him. We're a race off here. Stand by, Dano, we might need a defib. You turn around and grab the defib. That's all right. Oi! Get him out of the water, get him out of the water. Get him out of the water. Get him out of the water. Ready? And then we'll start compressions up here.
A swimmer has drowned at Bondi.
Come on. Yeah, we need a mark.
Face blue, no pulse. He's clinically dead.
I'm going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, get back, come on, 14, 15, 19, 20. I'm just going to keep going until you get this ready. Just keep going. Okay.
To restart his heart, lifeguards may need a defibrillator.
Pulses as well. Ambo been called.
Let's get the defib. Maybe we need someone to come up and get a defib.
The defib is in the tower, but Dunno can't leave the control post unmanned.
19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Wait, head tilt, yep.
The defib is vital. Dunstan has no choice but to enlist a passing
You need
backpacker.
to run this down. Oi, buddy. Do us a massive favour there. You need to run that down to the other side of the flag. See that flag down there? Someone's just drowned. Get down there. I promise. Get down there, man. Run. Oi, run, man.
We need to get him up in the dry sand.
Where's that defib? We need it now.
He's now been clinically dead for 3 minutes.
21, 22. Keep going, Chapo. Someone give Chapo a break.
Yeah, I'll come in.
All right. Wait. Go. Right, let's go.
Wait, mate, can you, please.
Get back, mate.
Yeah, but we're happy we've done this a lot of time.
Keep going, Maxie. Okay, two breaths, mate. One. Just slow it down. Let's go. Pads on.
Just stop talking over top of each other. 5, 6, 7.
It's now 4 minutes since the man was first discovered. No one knows how long he was under the water before then.
Defib's on.
It's critical that no one touches the man's body while it is shocked.
I know you can't touch him. Don't touch him. You'll get electrocuted.
Check airway.
Someone need to go.
Breathing. If needed, begin CPR.
Has he got a pulse? I've got a pulse. I have a pulse.
He's responding.
Let's go. Let's breathe with him.
I've got a pulse.
Breathe him up.
I've got a pulse.
I've got a good
Yeah,
pulse.
we're going to breathe him up.
Continue.
Good pulse. Good work, boys.
45.
He's all right, mate. We got him. We got him, mate.
Keep breathing him up. I've got a good pulse, Chapo.
Yeah, it's all right.
Continue.
Mate, we don't know he's talking about. We're just not making okay. I understand. Let's just breathe with him, okay? Thanks, mate. Yeah, we're going to breathe him up. Just breathe with him. He'll go with his breath.
His name is Ryan Kim, 26, a student from Korea.
Let's try on his side on 3. 1, 2, 3.
See if we can clear his airway. Give him a better.
See if he wants to bob it.
Yeah. Take the good airway now.
Continue.
That's it. He's got a lot of fluid coming out,
That's what we
Callum.
want to do.
That's good. Let's just keep backing him up. He's got a good, yeah. Okay, there's good. There's a lot of fluid coming out. That's good.
I think he might have hit his head on the bottom. No.
Can he swim?
No.
I think he's coming around, but a bit more oxygen. Okay, he's getting a lot more colour in his face.
Then, only minutes after being brought back to life,
You're right, mate.
Hey.
Stay.
It's okay, buddy.
You're right.
It's okay. I'd like to put him in recovery.
Yeah,
Get the therapy mask.
Yeah.
Ryan still needs urgent medical care.
Good. We've done a good job.
Close friend Dan is by his side.
How long till he came to?
Probably about maybe 4 sets of CPR, 4 rounds, 5 maybe.
Yeah, so there was CPR?
Yeah.
With water in his lungs, Ryan is still at risk of cardiac arrest and secondary drowning. One of the first to reach Ryan was former lifeguard Matt Cahoon.
Yeah, I was just out body surfing and a whole lot of kids had they were doing the right thing. I sent Matt over on the board, he's whacked a breath into him. Maxie on the jet ski came across. I jumped on the back of the jet ski, he was gone, he was vomiting up, his eyes were rolling.
Someone handed me his arm, pulled him up by myself, dragged him up, and one of the swimmers out there was an ex-lifeguard, and I said, mate, get on and start compressing. Took him straight in. To be honest, I thought he was gone.
At St Vincent's Emergency, Ryan is still in critical condition. Paramedics brief doctors.
Dragged to the beach, the lifeguards put a automated defibrillator on, but didn't shock him. As we're coming in, he's complaining of neck pain.
He was very, very badly hurt in the water. His lungs were full of water. So we have had to put a tube down his throat and a machine is ventilating him. In his stomach as well, a lot of water. We had about half a litre of water in there. Very lucky to be alive. CPR started straight away, and that's what was needed. Instant, early, effective CPR. And the guys at the beach have saved his life.
A week after Ryan Kim was brought back to life, first aid expert Jamie Twite holds a debrief session.
That guy is so blue. Obviously, no spinal precautions taken here, but listen, your priority, the guy's blue, he's not breathing, he's a drowning victim. You need to get him out the beach and start working on him.
Hoppo arrives with a dead man walking.
Yes, until he gags on it. Okay.
Enter Ryan Kim, the man lifeguards brought back to life.
Welcome back.
Hey, you look a little bit different. Do you want to watch this from the start? Yes? Yeah? Okay. All right. Here you are.
Hey, get him out of the water, get him out of the water. And then we'll start compressions up here. Okay. Yeah, come on. Get a mask. Yeah, we need a mask.
Oh my God, I was dead.
Yeah.
Now you're back.
There's no more dramatic story to take back home.
Do you remember what happened?
I swim in the sea.
Yeah.
Then big waves cover me. My body is turned over in the sea. So I drank too much sea. Salty water. I can swim, so I tried that. But another
wave here.
Maybe 3 times. I give up. I fall in water.
Oh, above your head, yep.
Yeah, everything is so comfortable, and then I think, oh, it's die. Oh, I'm very scared, and then my memory is slowly shut down. First, I wake him up.
Yes.
I heard crap.
Oh, really? You remember?
Yeah. 항상 매일매일 이제 여러분들의 이제 도움을 잊지 않고 살고 싶어요.
We got notified up in the tower by a member of the public that there might have been someone in trouble in the flags.
A Bondi Rescue crew member confirms the sighting. Beardy and Mouse race from the tower, carrying the medikit and defibrillator.
Can I get an ambulance here ASAP where they've just dragged someone out of the water?
We need the ambulance, we need all the boys on scene to get this one, because this is a drowning.
Water froths from his lungs and obstructs his airway.
I'm just going to give him a bit of a pump here. We need to establish an airway, and we do have a Goodell airway.
Yeah, let's roll in.
Our Goodell holds the patient's tongue down so they don't choke on their tongue, and it opens a clear airway for us to continue EAR on. He started draining, and I knew we had an airway.
Get that defib on him.
Lifeguards attach the defibrillator. If the man's heart stops beating, he will be given an electric shock to restart his heart. If a shock is administered, anyone touching the patient will be electrocuted as well.
Stop CPR. Stop now.
Gonna analyze
Do
what?
not touch the patient.
My guys, just hands off.
Analyzing.
Hands off.
I have to
Do
leave.
not touch the patient. No shock advised.
Okay, we're gonna roll it back again.
Okay. Just wait.
To help drain water from the man's lungs, lifeguards place him in the recovery position.
Mate, if you can hear us, squeeze your right hand, buddy. Can you hear us? Buddy, squeeze that right hand.
No, 45 seconds.
Just keep draining that water out of him. Can you feel the pulse?
You keep going, I'm just concentrating. Faintly. I've got
Yeah, okay, well then, okay, he's got a pulse.
I want that on,
The man was found floating between the flags, the safest part of the beach.
Just right, yeah, not far out.
Yeah, just by himself though, yeah.
Yeah.
Beardy notices a telling injury.
He was blood on his head. Guys, I'm a bit worried. I want to put this neck collar on him,
Yeah,
mate.
definitely. Let's try and straighten up his spine.
Lifeguards suspect he's possibly suffered a spinal injury. New recruit Mario is sent to the tower to recover the spinal cord. It's the first resuscitation he's been involved in.
Adrenaline, like I drive as fast as I could. I start moving people in front of me.
What do you need, brother?
Yeah, possible.
Does anyone over there know this gentleman?
Analyzing. No shock advised. It is safe.
Lifeguards must keep the man alive until paramedics take over.
Bondi Central to the boys.
I just run back to the Ambo. The Ambo is still at Ramwick.
Okay, copy that. He's breathing, but he's unconscious at the moment. So, yeah, we give you a post day.
For 1
Thank you.
minute.
Pulse 67,
Yeah.
71, 83, it's rising, which is good.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe it's worth rolling him, putting the neck collar on, coming back over?
5
On
seconds.
3, Mouse, you can drop that for a second. 1, 2, 3, roll.
Good work, good work, good work.
We took him out of the recovery position because there were signs of life. He was responsive to us. He was squeezing our hands, and we were happy with the clear airway that we had with the Goodell.
Mate, can you open your eyes for us? You can open your eyes, okay, that's good. I know it's hard, mate. You need to try and just take a big, deep breath. Calm down for us.
If the man has a spinal injury, moving him is risky, but lifeguards must prioritise his airway.
You need to spit out,
Vomit,
mate.
mate, need to vomit, vomit.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Spit it out, mate. Spit it out.
Analyzing.
Guys, can you move out of the way so the ambulance can get down here, please? Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Out of the way.
It was a big relief to have the paramedics turn up and take over.
All right, have we got any straps for this floor? Yep.
Yeah, they're on that.
We'll clip them in right now.
What happened to the man is a mystery. The first person to spot him in the water was a nearby swimmer.
We was playing with my son on the waves, and we saw him facing down, and we saw that he was holding the breath. And we looking for a little while, and he didn't move. And after that, making like convulsions, and I just touched him, and he didn't respond, and I just turned around. He tried to breathe, but I think he got a lot of water on the lungs, and that's why he couldn't breathe. And after we put him on the side, he started breathing, but with difficulty.
Okay, everybody on 3, 1, 2, 3, lift. Yep. So, mate, you've got to really try and keep your head straight.
Well, heaps of things can cause him to be unconscious in the water. It could be a medical illness. It could have been ran into someone, knocked unconscious. He left the beach alert, conscious, probably with a bit of water in him, but I think that he was a very lucky man that situation went the way it did.
From what we know, there was no friends or family around, so at the moment he's just a mystery man.
The fact that no one knows who he is, and up to this point we really don't know what happened, is it's a bit of a sad story. It just would be nice to, just work something out, because at the moment I feel a bit like lost with it all,
After extensive medical treatment, the man's condition stabilised. The mystery surrounding his identity is also solved, and James was reunited with concerned relatives and loved ones.
20 minutes after lifeguards gave final warnings and left the beach.
Guys, watch out!
3 young Chinese men went swimming in Backpackers Rip.
People take that risk, and I wish they wouldn't do that.
The men were rescued by members of the public. But one man remains unconscious. He's not breathing and doesn't have a pulse.
Just get back.
Off-duty lifeguards saw the commotion.
Mate, I was just after work swimming at Bondi and just seen the helicopter flying around Bondi, so I raced over and sure enough there was a resuscitation in progress in the south corner.
Even if I was off duty, I still help people. It's one life. There is no price for that.
Paramedics resuscitate the man using a defibrillator.
I got a look at him as they were walking up the beach, and he wasn't looking real good at that stage.
He has a pulse and is breathing, but remains unconscious. It's unclear how long he was underwater.
We put such a big effort in for those 13 hours of the day to make sure everyone goes home safe, and when you hear of something happening after hours, it can be devastating. On pack up that night, there was only one small rip down south where Mario did the rescue during the day. The rest of the beach was quite calm and flat. So what I think happened was the three walked into where that small rip was, and then eventually couldn't stand up and started panicking.
Today, news of the man's condition has been relayed to the tower.
He's been in a coma for about a week, and they're flying him back to China today so he can go be with his family. So I thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, it's just as I said, it's a fine line, you know, when you come down the beach and play in the water. Life and death. Well,
that's pretty heavy. Hey? Yeah. It's heavy. Yeah. You boys did a good job though.
Yeah.
You know, pretty sad.
The man isn't expected to survive. Mario was the last lifeguard to leave the beach, just minutes before the man drowned.
Yeah, I wish I could help him before, you know, like, it's very sad. This moment got me, I don't know. I had quite a few, you know, in the years of lifeguarding. I don't know why, it's just so close, you know, like, it's very touching.
Lifeguards have come to the end of a punishing 13-hour shift. Then, a major emergency.
A guy screams out, he says, "Harry's, there's a baby dead up on the road."
Harrison backs up.
You know it's serious because there's bystanders in the park just pointing that way, that way.
Where we going?
You know, you're preparing for the worst.
And all of a sudden, I see this baby just on the road. The baby showed no signs of life. It was not breathing.
The baby has reportedly fallen on its head from a height, but it's unclear how. The patient is an 8-week-old boy.
At this stage, the baby is clinically dead.
His father can only watch on.
The father was literally on top of me, and to be a father and look up at him and to see water coming out of his eyes. You know, a dad to a dad, you just want to give it your all.
The baby's mother is unable to watch. Resuscitating a tiny baby presents major challenges.
We go to pull the defib out and I see a baby that is so small that it stops me instantly.
Lifeguards must urgently administer manual CPR.
I did have an obstacle that there was a head trauma and a hip trauma that I just had to get breaths into that baby. Generally, I would have picked the baby up and gone for it.
Lifeguards decide to ventilate the baby with a bag mask and oxygen.
Harry's was in there to quickly adapt our oxy kit down to an infant size. We've only ever done that in training.
There's no time to think, it's just do. I knew that I had to get breaths back into that baby. all those rescues that I've done, nearly 6,000 rescues, over 70 resuscitations on these beaches of people that have been clinically dead. It comes down to this one moment. After the third breath of breathing that baby up, I started to see the rise and fall of the baby's chest. Oh my God, this is working, this is effective what I'm doing. Giving these rescue breaths to the baby, but it's not out of the woods, it still had a massive trauma.
2 critical minutes of care has brought the baby back to life when the paramedics arrive. Paramedics now need to get a cannula into the baby.
They needed to get a line into this baby, and one way they can get a straight line is actually going through using a drill and going into the bone marrow, into the shin, and so they can administer drugs in there straight away. And watching all the paramedics, seeing how calm and the wealth of knowledge they have is incredible.
The baby still needs assistance to breathe. Lifeguards and paramedics hope for more signs of improvement.
The worst thing with a baby is you want to hear them cry. You know, it's actually concerning when there's no noise. We still didn't have that baby responding at that stage.
After around the 8th, 9th breath, I hear the baby cry. To hear this baby scream was just the greatest moment ever.
It was a miracle, really. It was a New Year's Day miracle, you know, and far out. Yeah, that's 10 New Year's Days down here, but I tell you what, that's one I'll never forget.
To see the look on Harrison's face and to see the look on Beardy's face, this was real, this was raw, this is rare. It doesn't matter if you're a battle-hardened soldier. It's going to affect you. You've got to bring out your A game. It's going to test you to your core. And there's so much going through my mind. Of course, like my 2 boys, like my world. And then there's a lot more that affects me. That I lost my father like 6 months ago. All of a sudden, like, I've got this baby, I've lost someone that's elderly, and I've got this baby in front of me. And I'm thinking, I've lost my father, but here's my chance to have an infant, to give this child a new life. Everything was that moment.
But the baby may not be out of danger yet. A special casualty access team, known as SCAT, arrives to help assess any head trauma.
And incredible seeing that chopper come in and just landed straight away on the golf course. On the toll chopper as well, they've actually got a doctor. All hands are on deck for this incident.
Intensive care paramedics hand it over to the SCAT team and they treat the baby.
They loaded the little boy straight in to get him straight to the kids' hospital.
Not long after, lifeguards get news the baby is likely to pull through without major complications.
So sorry. Well,
That was, for me, the greatest moment in my career. Yeah. Getting those breaths in was everything.
Mate, lifeless baby, poor
gnarly.
thing.
Without Harry's working on that baby, you know, he saved that baby's life.
Hopefully one day that little bub will come down and he'll be a little boy and maybe he'll even be a lifeguard one day. and he'll remember what we did for him. It's all part of what we do down here. We just do it because we love it and we're good at it.